Strategies, tactics, tools, strategies are absolutely paramount to me as a corporate trainer, as a keynote speaker, as an author. Matter of fact, the Social Media Bible title is the Social Media Bible. The subtitle is Tactics, Tools, and Strategies for Business Success. It's so much on my mind, it is so important to me that you have takeaways, that you can apply these concepts, that it's even the subtitle of my best-selling book. Everything that you learn here at this conference is awesome, but if you don't learn how you can apply them in your business, they're useless. So one of the most important things in creating this book and this presentation is so that I can actually show you how to apply these techniques that I've just shown you through tactics, tools, and strategies. So when I started writing the chapter, strategies, I was like, oh, thank goodness, this is going to be the easiest chapter that I've written because I teach this, I do this, I teach it in university classes, I got this cold. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Ed Norton. That's for the older audience. Strategies. Well, you start, in order to create, there's objectives. You develop the goals, but you need the tools. There's tactics that you apply. And honest to goodness, I was ready to hit 911 on my phone because I thought I was having a stroke. I couldn't explain it in words, but I do it all the time, and it didn't seem right. So here's what happened. A very close friend of mine is Dr. Witt. He actually has a PhD in marketing, and he teaches at 6 universities. He's the dean at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. And I called up Dr. Witt, and I said, Gary, dude, he understands. He's not offended. Dude, can you tell me, you teach marketing classes in every university. Can you explain tactics, tools, and strategies? And he's like, well, yeah, of course. He says, I teach this. I've actually written a book on it. Well, your strategy, you start with an objective. Well, there's goals. He goes, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. He goes, how do I teach it in class? He says, do me a favor, meet me at the university tonight at 5 o'clock. I'm going to pull every marketing book from the library, and you and I are going to go through the appendix, and we're going to find out what the actual definition is. And I know you're thinking to yourself that it's easy, because I know that, but it ain't easy. You probably can't define it in your head, so I won't call on you, I promise. So what happened was, we went through this, and we went to the first book, another PhD, Marketing Strategies. Okay, page 263. Well, there's goals, technique, there's tactic, but if you take your total nonsense. So what I realized at that point is that if you guys are going to have good takeaways, if you're going to actually learn how to apply this, somebody better come up with a really understandable, easy definition of what tactics, tools, and strategies are. Okay, here it comes. This is going to make your stay, the entire conference, worthwhile. Just this one slide. You're going to love this. It's my favorite slide. You can't tell I'm enthusiastic at all, right? First of all, strategy ain't a thing. We keep thinking that strategy is a thing. It's not. It's a synergy. It's the sum of all the parts that I'm about to describe. Don't think of a strategy as a thing. First concept. Second critical concept. The term objective and goal is exactly the same. The objective and goal means, what do I want my marketing to achieve for me in 2014? Exactly what am I trying to achieve? And don't cheat and say revenue or sales. That's a cop-out. That's nonsense. It's got to be more realistic. Everything that we do, you saw by the first slide, has to lead to revenue. So we got to be more specific. Don't use that. Okay. So, it does include objectives/goals, but we're not going to use goal, it's an objective, and tactics and tools. Okay, so let's take a look at this. What if, when you're creating this fusion marketing plan for 2014, you created, to begin with, give me 5 solid objectives. Tell me 5 things that you want your marketing to accomplish for you over the next year. More traffic to the showroom. More Yelp reviews. Build your email list. Higher customer satisfaction. I mean, realistically, right? You want your marketing to make those achievements. And guess what? If you can name 5 really solid, good goals, objectives, wouldn't that all lead to revenue? Of course it would. That's why I say don't go to the revenue. Start at this level. And these actually were my objectives for 2013. And you can see them. Blue on blue is terrible, I apologize. Increase my email list, drive more attendance to my presentations, which during the last session, I bombed on that one. Perform more workshops. I just got back from Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, Malaysia, and Dubai, doing 2-day workshops on this. And when I get back home to California, I am now off to Hong Kong, Kuala Lumpur, Milan, Florence, Rome, and then Puerto Vallarta. So I achieved that goal. And then what is the last one? Drive more traffic to my retail location, my website. Okay, that's the things that I wanted to accomplish with my marketing expenses for the year. And I hit pretty much all of them. So by creating these 5 simple, and don't do more than that because you won't have the resources, because you'll see why. Give me 5 solid objectives. Okay, now where are we going to get our tools? Guess what? That's what we've been doing up until right now. By using this fusion wheel, we've created the best, most effective tool set from every genre. Not social media expert, not digital marketing footprints, not traditional guru, but we took everything that's available, every tool that's available. Ones we're comfortable with and ones we're not. We figured out which ones were effective, which ones were not. We reallocated human and financial resources to things that could be more effective. We completely integrated or fused all of these 3 major types of marketing into one comprehensive marketing plan, and shouldn't it be that way? And this is the custom tool set that you designed for your dealership. And it's going to be different from everybody else's. These are the most effective tools out of all 40 top tools that there are in the world. Now, we've got our objectives. The only thing that's missing is tactics. Look at this. Take your first objective, put it in the center of the Safko wheel, this fusion wheel, and then ask yourself the question as you move around the wheel. How is Facebook going to increase traffic to my showroom? How can I use business cards to increase traffic to my showroom? How can I use Twitter to increase traffic to my showroom? How do I use customer service to increase traffic to my showroom? And go around that wheel, and if you pick 20 tools and you have 5 objectives, ladies and gentlemen, you now have 100 absolutely fail-safe tactics that you can implement for your company, and it's going to work better than anything that you've ever done. And it's that list of those 100 perfected tactics is your strategy for next year. Just that simple. Isn't that just a beautiful, elegant definition of strategy? Look at this. Make the wheel, build it with your team, turn it into a team exercise. Remember, if you got 20 people in the room at an average age of 40, you got 800 years of human experience that you can bring to answering the questions that you've seen me here. I've presented this entire thing with background and everything in under an hour. It's not going to take you much more than that to pull all of that extra success out of your marketing plan. And as you saw, you're going to get exponential returns, but it won't cost you anything else. What more can you ask for? That's why I'm excited about this. I got some books in the back. I'll sign them. Remember, if they're autographed, they're going to be worth a heck of a lot more after I'm dead. Also available for any questions that you have. And I personally want to thank you for concluding this incredible conference by you guys actually sticking around to hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time.